Hi everyone, Noel here from Essendon Motorcycles and Mowers. Just doing a bit of a review today and an introduction to the Automower range from Husqvarna. I've kindly got Mark here from Biker Bits, who has his own YouTube channel doing a bit of videoing for us, and he's going to help me out over the next few months, I'd imagine, trying to get you some reviews on different equipment. But just as a starter, this is a little bit of the range. There's a lot more in the Husqvarna range of auto mowers. One of the reasons it's limited at the moment is stock. We're waiting on it. But there's everything from a smaller model for your domestic, smaller home, all the way through to an all-wheel drive model, and all sorts of special features and other things that go with the mowers. And we're going to go through that a little bit later as we go and have a look at a property that one's been running on for a couple of years.
Cool. So this is the one that we're going to go and see.
That's the one. That's the one that's been the first mower we actually put in a couple of years ago at a mate's place, and he absolutely loves it.
It's done 4,600. I was looking on the app. 4,600 kilometres.
Yeah.
In his backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Just think how worn out your legs would be.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
these things, I've done a little bit of research, and the amount that they pack into these things and how they work, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's crazy.
I'd put one in at my place.
Did you know Husqvarna's been making them for more than 24, was it
27,
nearly 20? Is it 27 years? Some form of robotic mower.
Yeah. I was actually looking at a bit of the video this morning of the start of it, and it's on their actual channel on there. Yeah, it's on Husqvarna's site, and it's amazing when it goes right back to the guy that very first started doing it.
Yeah. Crazy. All right. Let's get out and bloody see how it works in the real world. Rightio guys, so we've rocked up here, we're out at bloody Nev's joint. 2 years, is it? About 2 years that he's had this thing?
I think it was June 2020.
If you might be able to just see it. The things, I've been over getting a few shots of it and the way it's bumping into things and going around stuff. I've had it bounce into my foot, bounce into my knee, you'll see it there. And can we just quickly go over, because I think this is awesome. So, I don't know if you can see that. So, Nev was saying this is holding up a bloody back fence that's getting replaced. These star pickets, look how bloody close it is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So obviously all the edges, Nev hasn't done any whippersnipping.
No, I'm going to tell you a little story, how it came about this coming in here.
I love a good story. Right, what's the story?
Okay, so as you can see by the fence line, that's how Nev's grass used to be, because this is like a back paddock to his place, more so than his backyard. Yeah. And he came down and said to me, "No, I need a more powerful ride-on mower." And I said, "Why?" He goes, "Because I can't mow my backyard. Every time I let it go a bit too long, it just won't mow it." So I said, "Oh, I'll lend you mine and see how it goes, my mower, my ride-on. If that's got enough grunt, that's what we'll do." I said, "But why don't you put an auto mower in?" And that's when he said, "What's an auto mower?"
Well, I would have said the
same
thing.
And I said, "Well, it'll mow it for you. You don't have to do anything. Let's do that." So that's how it came about. Now, because you can see the fence line, Nev hasn't been out here for a couple of months. Yeah. That's what it would have looked like.
Yeah,
so that gives you an example of...
Yeah, I'm surprised
that's how the yard was.
Close.
So he never got to use his backyard. His dog didn't get to enjoy it.
Yeah,
Whereas now, as you can see, 2 years, he doesn't touch it.
We had the dog out here, Bailey. He's running around, buddy, having a whale of a time.
So you come out every now and then, you do the edges, which I'm going to do a little bit of that later. I'm going to show you with a battery trimmer.
Oh, you got the battery trimmer?
Got a battery trimmer here. We'll do that, show you how well that works. And you'll see just how quickly you can do your yard. Your lawn's mowed. Yeah. All you're doing is clean up the edges.
Yeah, and I think Nev was saying that, like you said, this was a paddock. Because I mean, Nev, how long have you had this place? Has that been in the family?
Yeah, 60 years.
60 years. So this was paddocks, not all enclosed with suburbia.
No. And I mean, it was, where you'd mowed grass in the past and left it sit there and it had rotten and all that sort of thing.
So 2 years, and it's just keeping it nice, and it's like a lawn now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. They're brilliant. I've got one myself, but it's harder to show mine off. I'd rather show someone else's. Nev's was the first one we put in. Yes. So that's how long ago it was.
So these, you have to have a wire?
On this particular model, and most models, there's some new ones coming out, but there's a perimeter wire that gives you your main boundaries.
And you can have either a temporary one where it just sits out and you've got pegs.
No, it's not so much temporary. You can peg them on the ground or put them in the ground.
Yep.
Most people will dig them in the ground. We'll install it, which we use a little machine that puts it down a couple of inches into your ground so you never see it. You can peg it on top because the grass will grow through it.
Yep.
But you have a perimeter wire, and then you have, depending on the intricacies of your yard, you can have some other wires that bring the mower back to its charging station quicker so it can do more mowing. It becomes
What do they call
more
that?
efficient. A guide wire.
Guide wire. Yeah, I think I saw that.
So depending on the mower, you can have 1, 2 or 3 of those, and it can get you into some pretty integrate.
Yeah, so if you want to get the front done as well, it can go in really small narrows.
It can.
To get out through.
Or if you haven't got a path to your front, you can run wires out and keep it within the same loop, but then you physically take your mower out and you push your button, say mow till it goes flat, and it'll just do that area as a secondary area.
I saw one where it goes from there's a driveway in the middle.
Yep.
And what they did was they ran the wire through the crack in the natural crack in the thing.
Yep.
And the mower goes across the driveway onto the other side.
You can do it that way, yes.
Yeah.
There's little tricks to it, but yes.
Yeah.
And then there's other mowers that are coming out that have no wires at all. They're full GPS. With a satellite station, and you can run 6, 7 mowers off the one station. So if you've got a large property, they'll do 1.25 acres each.
Yep.
And then there's other ones coming out, they're going to do 17 acres. So it's huge.
On a fence line, do you have to have it? Because if you want to keep it off oh, there you go, see Nev and his really ringing phone. Trying a video here, Nev.
Every time.
Oh, so is that the wire there?
That's the wire there, yeah.
Ah, I can see it. Oh, so yeah, simple. But you could not have the wire, and wouldn't it? Because like I've seen it, he's put it.
It still needs a perimeter.
So
what happens is your wire goes in, and then you can also adjust the wire within your machine.
Yeah.
You tell it to travel past the wire by a distance. So your wire may be inside the fence, but you can say travel past, say, 30 centimetres, which means it does get to your fence.
Right.
So it will get as close to your fence as possible by telling it how far to travel past that wire.
Yeah.
The reason you need a perimeter is when you haven't got a fence. So it can go up onto your concrete and things like that. It gives it its boundary as to where it can go.
So I just want to show something. So you can see it's coming for me. I can just stand here. It's not going to knock me over.
No, you hardly feel them touch.
Like if you had a kid or a small dog or whatever, this thing, that's nothing.
No.
Nothing. That's brilliant.
They've been doing these, like you say, for 27 years.
Yeah.
That's when they started doing them. And 60% of the European market now is this sort of mower. Especially instead of ride-ons, they're all going this way.
Yeah, exactly. Why would you?
And you know, there's different models. This one's got the GPS unit in it. This one's got an adjustment for the height that you do by a knob.
Yep.
Then the next model up, it's all on your phone. So you can adjust the height, but you still adjust your schedules when you want it to mow, when you don't want to mow, and it's all done off the phone.
Hey, look, hang on, it's doing it. So you can see it is
spiral cutting.
Yeah, it's going to do the spiral. So over there is onion weed, and it's real spongy.
Yep.
And it went, this is needs an extra going over.
So it'll go and it'll stop in one spot. So it does a special
spiral thing.
Yep.
To make sure it wears it down, and you can hear it doing those
cutting the extra heavier stuff. Yeah. They're really smart units. They're not just a thing that runs around your backyard and mows. They've actually got a lot of intelligence in it.
Yeah.
That's GPSing. That knows exactly where it's been, everything on this yard. So
we'll show you on the app. It's got the trail where it was what it did
on
yesterday.
On its last mow. So each time it comes out, it'll track where it's been. You can see where it's been.
Oh, so hang on. That's the. Let's have a look.
That's where Nev gets it to park.
Can you tell it to park, Nev? How's that? That is crazy. Well, there it goes into its wheelie bin house. I can't see really anything, but that's obviously now in charge. How's that?
And you can send that home whenever you like. You've got the kids out here playing and you want to kick a ball or something.
Yeah, it's like Nev just on his app, just
go and park for 4 hours. It'll go park for 4 hours. It'll come back and start its schedule again. Yeah.
Right, Niall, so we've got it out.
Yep.
What are we going to look at first?
So under here, when I said She needs a service, Mark.
Well, what's it? It's a year out from having a service.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
And this
due for
thing's
one. It's
still
been over a
going.
year. Oh, yeah. But this is a manual adjustment for your height of your
So
lawn
that-
cutting.
Yep.
So that just winds up and down the blade underneath.
Yep.
The next model up from these, the bigger one, will do that all on your phone. So it's got an electric motor that goes up and down. Under here is your controls. Again,
I'll get the other camera.
so this has got all your smarts in the background here.
Tell me if you're going to put the code in, I'll turn away.
Oh, I can do that for you.
Boom. Automower 315X, and you put in the code. Brilliant. So nobody, if someone was to steal this, like grab this, like if you had it out the front.
Yep.
So yeah, if I grabbed it, there's a siren that goes off.
Yeah, there's a siren that goes off. They've also
And-
got GPS to tell me where it got taken to.
So you can go on your app and go, I can see it going down the bloody street.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
also got a geo fence to tell them it's outside the area that you've put it in.
Yep.
And regardless of all that, no one will ever use it if they haven't got the code to use it.
Yeah.
And they cannot ever find that
No,
code.
that's right.
without
If
being
they go to
there.
Husqvarna to get it redone, it flags it on the Husqvarna system to
Yep.
saying it's stolen.
Yep.
Yeah. Karen was saying that this, what do you call it, the supermarket place where the post office is, they have these doing all the nice lawn areas that they're,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
actually
in
running
Essendon
these.
Fields.
Essendon Fields, yeah.
Yeah, no,
So they're running them.
They're running them in cemeteries and golf courses.
Yeah.
Now they're getting up to the bigger stuff. Your football grounds and that will have those bigger ones I'm talking about.
Yep.
These ones run randomly, so you don't get any sort of marks on your lawn because of
Yeah.
where they're running.
Yep.
But the bigger ones will actually run in a proper pattern for you. And that sort
Oh,
of
if you want that, because it's obviously
Yes.
better for your lawn if you don't do that. I was,
It is.
watching
It's
some.
more so because of the wheels. You're not leaving any wear
Wear
paths
marks.
because it's going the same track all the time.
yeah, that's it.
So-
you're going.
Yeah, so this under here is your brains behind it as such. You can either do it on your mower or on your phone on this particular model. So if it's got an X after it, it means it does most of the stuff on the phone.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you've also got, even in the base models, it'll work on Bluetooth. You just got to be within about 30 feet from it. You can do that on your phone as well.
Right.
But he can operate this from anywhere in the world, really, so long as he's got
As long as
access to,
Cell service, yeah.
yeah, cell service. Yeah.
Cool, can we flip it over?
Sure can. Turn him back off again. That's your blade system.
So there's little blades that
There's
actually,
three little blades in there.
they fling out. Oh, there you go. You can
If
just,
you watch your fingers, you see them coming out.
Yeah.
There they are there. So they're fairly worn. That's a new one. It's the last time he changed them. Nev likes to get his money's worth out of his blades. They're about $30 for 3 pair or something like that. They're not expensive.
and in 2 years he's only used
He's only gone through 3 sets.
3 sets, yeah.
I probably change mine a lot more often than that, but
Yeah.
this sort of blade is so sharp.
Yeah. It's like a razor blade.
It
isn't
is. They are a razor blade, not like your lawnmower blades, which tend to just hack at things. These you
Yeah.
can see, I'm only just touching that, but it's
Yeah.
cutting it through. And when that starts spinning at 3,000 RPM,
Boom.
it
yeah.
just slices it.
So it's
yeah.
actually better for your lawn, isn't it?
It's far better for
Because
your
it's not
lawn.
bashing it.
It's only taking off millimetres at a time constantly, so it's putting the nutrients back into your lawn. And it does actually help with a lot of your broadleaf weeds and things. I mean, you can look behind you, there was all
Oh.
that sort of
Yeah.
prickle that was in here and everything. That's
yeah.
all gone.
All this type of stuff.
So all that sort of stuff that this is constantly cutting down has disappeared.
Yeah. Crazy.
And I must get you in for a service, Nev.
Righto, so no petrol.
No petrol.
Yeah.
So it's battery. It's good for the environment. You're not worried about storing petrol. You're not worrying about running out of petrol. Your service and maintenance. You're not looking at stale fuel in your mower when you go to operate it. You're not worried about your engine oils. It's tearing your shoulder out because it has been sitting around a long time. It's
Yeah.
just constantly doing the work for you.
Are they pretty like on the electricity? Are they pretty? I mean, there's not
They
a
use
lot.
bugger all. They use
I was gonna say, 'cause
absolutely
it's-
bugger all.
And this thing is so quiet. Like the noise around here, we've got an airport, a cocky.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it. You can just see it moving around.
No, and the other beauty of it is you have it mowing at night.
Yeah.
The different size mowers are doing different size areas. That's the idea of them, realistically.
This will do 1,600 square metres, I know that.
This one will, yes.
Yeah.
There's a smaller one that'll go down to 600 square metres, which would even do this yard, no problem, the smaller one. But the smaller one didn't have the benefits of the X series with all the adjustments on the phone from anywhere. So it never went for the next model up, this is the smallest of the big one.
Right.
There's two new models coming out, which is a 405 and a 415. This one's actually becoming obsolete.
Yep.
And it just gives you a few more other niceties in it, things where you can isolate some areas with a GPS, that you don't have to run wires, you can just do it and have in and out zones. It'll take your upgrades of your firmware over the air constantly, rather than having to go in to get a service and have it done
updated,
by us with a computer.
Yep.
Just they're getting smarter, and there's little
They'll be making
niceties.
a cappuccino.
Let's hope. Bringing you a beer or something while you watch it, because that's the best part of them. I'm going to give you a bit of a look with a trimmer in a sec. We'll do some of his edges.
Yep.
That's battery again. So let's get away from the petrol.
All right, we're just going to
sell it all.
We're just going to quickly show you the app, just so they can get an idea of what it looks like.
Yep.
It's pretty impressive.
All right. So I'll show you a little bit about the app. So there's the Husqvarna app there. That's the mower now mowing. So what you can do is, as I was saying before, you can park it and so forth. But we'll look at some options on here. The schedule, that tells you when it's mowing, when you want it to mow. You can do it more than once a day, you can do it twice a day, you can add another day in, or you can have it start and stop on different days. We go back here, there's the map, that shows you where it's been mowing in its last session and so forth. And then you've got some other statistics, things like how long it's been mowing. So 3,347 hours of total run time, 4,699 kilometres. It's had 2,970 charging cycles, and it's charged in total for 2,690 hours. This is just some of the stuff. Smart home, that can do some more bits. It'll actually work in with your home type stuff, I think your Google and those sorts of things. As I say, your map, we go back to the dashboard. If it was the other setting, the other mower, the next level up, you'd be able to adjust the heights and things from here as well. The mower's gone and parked at the moment, and it's you can tell it to park for a certain amount of time or until further notice. Start on the next schedule, things like that. A lot you can do from your phone. As you can see, the operation of it. This is where you tell it whether to have spiral cut or not. Your installation is where you can tell it how far to go past that guide wire. It's all about setting it up properly to utilise the best efficiencies out of the mower and how well it'll operate. There's your drive past the wire. He hasn't got it. He's got it set on a minimum of 25 centimetres at the moment, but they can go right up to 50. Once you set it there, you just hit save, and that's what it'll do. Fairly simple. Doesn't take long to sort of get your head around it. Sometimes you've got to work out how to get back to some of the places, but you know they all exist. It's more a matter of just pushing it. There's not much you can do wrong. Anyway, there you go. A little bit of a look at the app.
Rightio, so we know we've got the little robot, or rover, whatever you want to call it, it's doing all this. So now, just to clean up, you've got a...
This is a battery unit. We'll do a proper review on this later. I just want to show you how quick and easy it is. Drop the battery in, and how well it'll go just cleaning this sort of stuff up. Turn it on.
Yeah, pretty
3 levels. It's got some grunt.
Yeah.
You just about, I run mine most of the time on 1. You don't need 3.
Yeah, well, all right, I'm getting out of the way.
And it's a multi-tool, so it's got heaps of attachments, but we'll do that another day.
Yep.
Just to give you an idea. Again, no petrol.
No.
Now, if you didn't leave it so long, it wouldn't take long to go around this place. But you can see how well they rip into it. Nev's getting his fence replaced shortly, so it'll look a lot better anyway. But you can see how quick and easy. No petrol, no noise.
Because that's the, you know, I've got a whippersnipper. I think it's a Still or something like that.
Have a feel how much power this thing's got. You will feel that.
Alright.
I'm serious. You'll feel the grunt.
Oh, do it.
So slide that top bit forward.
Oh,
That's it.
Yep. Wow.
You can feel it. It's not. I've got a petrol mower, my old original petrol one of these, and I've got a proper bullhorn one, and this thing eats it. Absolutely eats it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't have to mix, you know, two-stroke, because that's what I've got to do with mine.
You don't have to carry it. You don't have to worry about old fuel being in there and
that's
going
what I was
stale.
going to say, is that's my biggest problem, is you make up the tin, 5 litre tin, but it sits there for bloody 3 years.
Or what's sitting in your carby in your small units.
And as you know, with a the bloody
Cool.
worse than a bloody lawnmower. Yeah, all right, cool. Well, that'd be good
That's
to do
it. Turn them on, turn them off, and done.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing. Cars are going past. Oh, you turned it off.
I did, yeah.
You know, it's brrr, or kids are walking, you know, doing out the front, and you got the bloody thing going. They walk past.
Yeah.
It's not still going. Brrr.
No.
Yeah.
Professionals are using them more and more. No, I mean, I've got guys that as their stuff's wearing out, this all they buy.
How long would that battery last?
In this, that's a BLI 200. It's a pretty big battery.
Yeah.
Oh, a couple of hours.
A couple of hours, yeah.
I mean, you'll get your brush cutting done. I've got the size lower than that. That gives me a good hour and a bit, and I'm doing half an acre with it. Easy, all the edges. Yeah. I do mine and the neighbours. I didn't tell you that my Automower, I've actually got no fences at the place it's at. So I do my place. I do the 2 neighbours each side. I do my front yard, I do my nature strip, and I do 2 neighbours down. I've ran the cable around the whole lot, and they're pretty happy with me.
Oh, right, yeah.
So
oh, you're a good bloke.
They used to mow it for me, and then we now put in the Automower, and I'm doing all theirs, and they love it.
Ripper.
Yeah.
Bloody ripper. Righto, there you go, guys. Hopefully that's bloody explained the old automatic
A little bit.
mowers. It's opened my eyes.
Oh, they're amazing. Yeah.
I mean, they're expensive, I suppose. If you go to, I don't know, bloody, buy a normal push mower,
probably
a few $100
2 to 3 times the price of a good push mower.
Yeah.
Compared to a ride-on, it's about the same price.
Same price, yeah.
But you're not
having to bloody get on
fuel, but then your costs stop as far as your fuel and all those extra things go.
So if you've got the money, it's like putting solar power on your house.
They pay for themselves. What's your time work? Do you like mowing?
No,
Do you like spending hours mowing your lawn, or would you rather go out there and go and do something else? Go for a ride on your bike because the lawn's mowed.
Exactly. Jump on the motorbike in the bush.
Go for a ride.
Instead of bloody mowing the lawn, yeah.
Mrs. says you got to mow the lawn. You say I'm doing it. I'm just going for a ride. I'll be back in a couple of hours.
Righto, so Essendon Motorcycles and Mowers. Here's the website, emam.com.au.
Yep. And we'll come and assess your place. We'll do anything you like.
So you do the whole kit.
We will install them. You can put them in as a DIY. They're not that difficult, but most people want it dug into the ground. It's a lot easier.
Here, do it here, do it there. Yeah.
And we'll come and look at the place and that sort of thing.
And then you can help if they're a bit.
A lot of it we can do on a Google map.
Really simple.
Yeah, and a lot we can do on a Google map and give you a fair idea what you need before you even have to go any further.
Yeah.
So just give us a call and we'll organise something.
Sell it, service it.
Everything,
And install.
And install. We've got a proper cable layer, so when we put it in, we're a bit quicker and it'll drop it down a couple of inches into the ground and hide your cable completely, stuff like that.
Brilliant. Well, there you go, guys.
No worries.
That's it.
Thanks, Mark.
No
Hope
worries.
they got something from that.
Yeah. Cool. See you.